Yes, you will keep failing if you don't understand this. Each one of us learns in a unique way. We all learn differently. Some people learn by seeing, some by hearing, and others just by doing it. So here's a quick question for you. How do you learn the best? Think about the last time you learned something new. Was it by watching a YouTube tutorial, listening to your friend explain, or maybe just by doing it? Now imagine if you could understand your learning style better. Meet three close friends, Raj, Aman, and Priya, studying together for their final exam. They all wanted to do well. Each of them had a unique question. Raj wondered, why do I forget things when I just listen to the teacher? Am I doing something wrong? Priya felt nervous and said, why do I struggle with just remembering things that I just read? Should I try something else? Aman said, why can't I just sit and study? Is there something wrong with the way I learn? Maybe just like Raj, Priya, and Aman, you could have also questioned yourself, right? But after they found the right learning style, everything has changed. Curious to learn your learning style? Then watch this video till the end. Trust me, your learning becomes easier and more fun. Have you ever felt frustrated when trying to learn something, thinking that you are not smart enough? The truth is you just haven't found the right way to learn. Now, I want you to think about your everyday life. When you are trying to remember directions, do you picture the map? Do you recall what someone told you? Or maybe just start walking and figure it out all by yourself. Understanding this about ourselves can reduce the frustration, improve your focus, and helps you to grow in ways that you don't even know was possible. Now, let's find out your learning style. First, visual learner. If you are a visual learner, you might learn best by looking at the things. You might love pictures, charts, and videos because those visuals helps the information to stick in your mind. When you see something written down, it makes sense to you. Maybe when you are trying to study, you might draw little diagrams because it helps you remember better. And that's the power of visual learning. It's like your brain is wired to remember things or images more than just words. In daily life, if you find yourself needing to write things down to understand something, then you might be a visual learner. You need to see teachers' body language, facial expressions to understand the content. You usually prefer sitting at the front of classroom to avoid all the obstructions. Second, auditory learner. If you are an auditory learner, you might learn best by hearing things. You remember conversations, instructions, because you heard them and they got stuck in your mind. And that's the power of auditory learning. Think about it. When you try something new, you might remember their voice explaining it. You enjoy listening to podcasts and audiobooks. You interpret meanings through voice, speech, and speed in everyday life. If you find yourself recalling what someone said or replaying the conversations in your head to remember the details, then you might be an auditory learner. Third, kinesthetic learner. If you are a kinesthetic learner, you might learn best by doing things. You need to use your hands, move around, or physically try something out to really understand it. Have you ever noticed that when you do something all by yourself, it sticks with you more than if someone just tells about it? Maybe you are the type who learns by figuring out all by yourself. Or maybe when you are learning a new skill, you physically try it out instead of just watching and listening. For people like you, learning by touch or movement makes more sense. In daily life, if you find that you need to actually do something to understand it fully, you might be more of a kinesthetic learner. Having a unique learning style is perfectly okay if it's not about learning in right or wrong way. It's about finding the way that makes sense to you. and that's a great thing. Knowing this about yourself helps you embrace natural learning style. It's not about how others learn, it's about what works best for you, and that's what matters the most. Also, most of us have unique combination of styles. If you want to learn about your learning style and find out your exact proportion of your personality and different learning styles, fill the Google form in the description box and I will call you by myself. Well, there are 9 types of multiple intelligences and 4 types of personality that each one of us possess. Want to find it out? Watch this video on your screen. And thank you so much for watching this video.